Could Michael Lowry be the one who's really in charge of our government? Many of you will have heard this over the last few months.
Grubby deal.
A grubby deal that was
A grubby little deal.
grubby deal.
Grubby deal.
The grubby deal.
It might sound like a catchphrase just to get under Micheál Martin's skin, but it's now looking like there might actually be something a little more sinister about the relationship between Michael Lowry and Micheál Martin than we first thought. Let's quickly jump back to 2016 when we had something called a confidence and supply arrangement. Fine Gael at the time didn't receive enough votes to be able to go into government on their own. But Fianna Fáil, instead of agreeing to go into a coalition with them, decided to come to an arrangement instead. That arrangement was publicly available to anybody who wanted to see it, and outlined in detail exactly what deal the two parties had come to. It stated that Fianna Fáil would vote with the government on key issues such as budgets and motions of no confidence, but they were free to vote against the government on any other issues. It stated that they had to abstain from the vote of Taoiseach and other ministers, and it also stated that they could have no ministers of their own. In recent months, Micheál Martin has tried to compare the government of today with the confidence and supply arrangement of 2016, but there are some huge differences. Firstly, Michael Lowry's group voted for the Taoiseach, and they also had members of their group given ministerial roles. So none of that is similar to the 2016 arrangement, and on top of that, Simon Harris and Micheál Martin desperately tried to get the Lowry group pushed onto the opposition benches whilst also being in government. Then they forced through a vote that gave Lowry and his group of independents speaking rights, something that no other party or politician in that same position has ever had before. We also know that unlike in 2016, Michael Lowry has said he will vote in line with the government on good days and on bad. Back in 2016, Fianna Fáil only had to vote with the government on those key issues that I mentioned before. Then, just last week, we found out that senior government ministers have been having private meetings with Michael Lowry. Lowry himself has said that, quote, he has a rota of ministers attending these meetings. But the most suspicious part about this whole thing is that the government are refusing to tell the public what deal they've come to. There is no publicly available document that outlines to the public what role Michael Lowry has in our government. And last week, when Mary Lou MacDonald demanded that the government answer questions about this, Fianna Fáil Chief Whip Mary Butler outright refused. So what is the big secret, and why won't Simon Harris or Micheál Martin tell us what deal they've come to?